be so surprised. Where you go, I go. We are indivisible now. The gravestone. Not entirely what I'd envisioned.
Did you guide us here?
The real question to ask is, why are we here? You have had a taste of my son's empire, his reach, and Valen. She does not believe in restraint. We can only defeat Arkan if we work together.
I don't buy for one moment that you're on my side.
Were the roles reversed, perhaps I would be skeptical as well. But what if I could prove my sincerity? Would you continue to see me as your eternal nemesis? Or would you open your eyes to the truth?
Get ready for a fight, people! They found us! Sky Troopers breaching the entrance! Watch the ship!
Compliment. Fine dismantling, Master.
That's just the first wave. They have more on the way.
I'll head them off.
The gravestone will be ready soon. I just need...
Don't say 3 minutes.
Buy me some time. I'll get us airborne.
I'm with you. HK, stay behind and help Koth.
Until I say so. Don't touch anything.
Koth did say there were more on the way.
Something I've learned to count on regarding Arkan. There were... There are too many!
We have to keep fighting.
Hey! You two need a hand out there?
No. We have help.
You what?
Lana. You're late.
You got one of the knights to switch sides.
Not all of us blindly follow Arkan.
More resistance. Knights.
High Justice, we have the Outlander.
I do hope you're up to fighting your own, Senya.
My issue isn't with them. But if they're going to stand in my way...
I see you found another pragmatist.
Stow the chatter. Prove you can fight.
Knights! Zildrog's wedge! We have the Outlander. You may kill the others.
Get out of here. Save yourself.
What is this?
An opportunity. You are outmatched. Death is all but certain for your Sith friend. I could save her. I only require the briefest moment of control. Accept my help, or watch her die. Choose quickly. Time has not stopped.
I'll never give in to you.
Very well.
haven't killed you yet. Come on.
Koth, thank you.
Is the gravestone ready for takeoff?
Far as I can tell, looks like we've got everyone. Let's go.
No, wait. Where's Senya?
Excuse me? Where's who?
Here I am. Let's move out.
Whoa, wait a minute. Hang on. She's your help? If you think I'm letting that piece of work on my ship, you're out of here.
Interjection. Many more hostiles are approaching. Permission to defend with extreme prejudice.
No more fighting. We must leave Zakul.
I'll prep the engines. Come on, Lana.
No. I'm needed out here. I'll be fine.
Be ready to move.
The ship will never pull itself up from the muck. We'll have to give it a push.
Firing up the engines. I hope.
We can do this.
I'll make sure you aren't interrupted.
Thank you.
They're doing it. They're actually doing it. Can you believe it?
Observation. The ship is rising. Conclusion. Belief is not required.
Glad you worked that out. Now get in here so we can finally get moving. How about that? My gravestone can move.
Where are we going?
Somewhere safe. Incoming! Dropping out of hyperspace. It's a lot.
The Eternal Fleet.
They aren't firing.
Ugly ship. What are you waiting for?
Take it.
HK, see about that hyperdrive. Lana, work the shields. And we need a gunner.
I'll take care of it.
Omni cannons up. There's a capital ship near the center.
I see it.
Good. Now hit it. Wait, 5 targets. 10. I can't keep up. It's real. We could take the whole fleet.
Statement. The hyperdrive now meets minimum functionality requirements.
Why didn't you say so? All right, let's get out of here.
More than 24 ships lost in a single shot.
So that's the gravestone. It's as powerful as they say.
Everything stands at risk. Zakul, the throne, my vision for the galaxy. All because we let the Outlanders slip away. I'm not blaming you.
I didn't think you were.
Father held us all back. You more than any. Such raw power. And yet you're still spreading your wings. Finding your limits.
Nice to be appreciated for a change. So, what now?
Now, I act.
No!
What's happened?
The hyperdrive worked. One time. Omnicannon's fried too. What a mess.
We're safely away from the fleet, if nothing else.
Should be able to make it to Asylum, but let's not hold our breath.
What is this Asylum place and why are we going there?
Asylum is a skyport. A safe haven from Arkan's patrols.
Was she really necessary?
She helped us raise the gravestone. She fought at our side.
She also hunted me like an animal for years. She was Arkan's loyal knight.
I thought I was in service to Zakul. You had abandoned your responsibilities.
How many people did Arkan slaughter while you still served him? How many?
We're comparing body counts now? I'm not sure that's a game you want to play, Vortena. If anybody needs me, I'll be somewhere.
You could have at least consulted with me first.
Yes, I wonder how that might have gone.
Absolutely! I'd be glad to fix the gravestone by myself. Why can't there be a maintenance manual? Hey, can you get the power? Right over there. Thanks. Wouldn't want to electrocute myself on top of everything else. She's really something, this ship. But no one's been taking care of her.
You've grown attached rather quickly.
No offense, but it's the gravestone that saved the galaxy from Arkan. Not you, not me. Definitely not Senya.
Lana believes she can help us. That's enough for me.
Hey, I trust Lana. I think the world of... Look, I'm just saying she might not know Senya as well as she thinks.
You really care about Lana, don't you?
It's not like you're thinking. We've worked together for years. She saved my life more times than I can count. So I do what I can to return the favor. If that means storming into the Spire to pull some Outlander out of Carbonite, well, that's what I'll do.
I'd be a frozen carcass if you hadn't.
I have a good feeling, you know. We'll get Arkan. I should get back to it. Need to be sure the gravestone can get us all the way to Asylum. Hey, maybe you should check in on Lana. See how that wound's doing.
When you look at your target, is there a face you see?
Always someone I find infuriating. A number of people take turns. It's therapeutic. I was right to reach out to Senya. I hope you see that.
She's a good fighter. She helped us raise the gravestone. I'd say she's an asset.
And she doesn't give up either. That was clear the first time I encountered her. We met shortly after I arrived in wild space. Senya was hunting KotFE. I was hoping to learn your fate. We exchanged what information we could. This was all before I really knew KotFE, of course. Years ago.
Those two will have to get past their differences.
It won't be easy. I suppose I should get back to healing. And you should get to know Senya. I'm not sure if you'll hit it off exactly, but I think you'll find her intriguing.
Query. Has the meatbag bickering finally exhausted itself?
One thing that hasn't changed in 5 years, and I doubt it ever will. Meatbag bickering.
Agreement? You said it, Master. Report. I have taken the liberty of checking in on your band of refugees. Assessment. They have quickly taken to their new lodging arrangements. I have warned them not to stray from their chosen location. Analysis. There are many sealed passageways, and I am unable to detect what may be on the other side.
Worth looking into at some point.
Revelation. I discovered an especially strange area, unlike anywhere else on the gravestone. I had attempted to ascertain if any of its contents could be weaponized, but the new meat bag interrupted. Query. Any orders, Master?
As you were, HK.
Approval. I like your orders.
I know. I couldn't help but take this place in either. Reminds me of a song I wrote.
I'd like to hear that. Just a few bars.
Without accompaniment? I'm not that brave.
You seem nothing at all like the person I met in the swamp.
Being a knight means everything, but I don't let it define me. When it's time to go to work, I'm who I need to be. The rest of the time, I'm just myself. You don't strike me as all that different.
Whatever the situation requires of me, that's who I become.
I imagine that can get complicated, but it will make you useful against Arkan.
I know why I oppose him. What's your reason?
Years after the death of our immortal emperor, most are still so afflicted with remorse that they don't see what's happening. Arkan has become oppressive and cruel. He'll crush anyone who doesn't share his plan for the galaxy. So that's me. What about you?
Arkan wants to lay waste to everything I've fought for and accomplished. I won't let him.
Neither will I. I may not know much of the worlds you've inhabited, but I do know what he's doing to them. You're not what I expected. Not sure if that's good or bad yet. But I do know I'll have an easier time with you than KotFE.
I hope you'll try to get along. The more we work together, the better off we'll be.
Just because he betrayed our enemy doesn't change the fact that he was a traitor. You need to be cautious.
Valkorion lives. He is not himself, nor has he taken a new body. It is difficult to see, and yet it is unmistakable.
His presence in the Force has always been deceptive.
Like on the Yavin moon.
Yes, and many times before and since. Even when my life depended on it, I did not see him properly until it was too late.
Approaching Asylum.
Told you we'd make it.
We haven't docked yet.
I should probably figure out how to land this thing.
There's no way we're keeping the gravestone low profile. If Arkan has agents here...
Asylum might be the only place in wild space free of his control. That Shadowport isn't on any chart. It's a haven for refugees fleeing Arkan's forces.
We'll be among friends. Mostly.
Tell your associates we've arrived.
They knew that days ago.
You want to explain how? Figures.
If we don't all start trusting each other, we're doomed.
Trust is a rare commodity these days.
Demand. Are we there yet?
Walkers, let us through! Mighty fine ship you got there. We'll be coming aboard.
If there's one thing I don't like, it's uninvited guests.
Ha! Captain!
Outlander, my crew. The best engine burners in wild space.
Should have known they're with you. The resemblance is uncanny.
The roguish charm tip you off? Get up here, you mangy woolocks.
I know. I'm incredibly good looking.
Name's Rollo. I served aboard Darth Marr's destroyer. We thought you died with him.
Disappear for 5 years and the whole galaxy loses faith in you.
Not the whole galaxy. You saved my skin that day. Never thought I'd get to say thanks.
How did you wind up with them?
That's a funny story.
Raylo! Get in here!
On my way!
I'm not the only one hiding things.
We share on a need-to-know basis. Koth's crew didn't need knowing.
Do you trust them?
Yes. I wish they bathed more often, but you get used to it. I need to make contact with my network, alone. Try to stay out of trouble.
Where's Lana?
Excellent question.
My best engineer hasn't come back from a supply run to the free zone. It's a dodgy neighborhood if you catch my drift.
A black market. Rival syndicates disagree over who controls it.
They argue with blasters. I think she's in trouble, but we've got our hands full keeping the Gravestone's reactor stable.
You were hoping Lana could handle it, but she's gone.
I wouldn't bother you if it wasn't important, but I hate sending you in there alone.
Addendum. I will join you, Master.
My engineer's name is Tora. HK has her image in its databanks.
She won't be hard to find. Tora has a big personality.
She's surlier than a hungry rancor, but she's the best engineer you'll ever meet. Thanks for the help.
And when you're done, find me these coordinates. I'll introduce you to my people.
Make sure there's food. Haven't eaten in 5 years.
The free zone sells food, but don't eat the roast gorak.
You could have just knocked. My men spent hours on that barricade.
I like to make an entrance.
Identification. That's not issued from the brilliant engineer we were sent to rescue, Master.
What's she to you?
None of your business. Let her go, and there won't be trouble.
You eliminated my old rival, Argo. That inclines me toward gratitude. But this girl tried to rob me. That's bad for business.
Charging 50,000 credits for 100 thermal detonators? That's robbery.
You also insulted my mother.
I said she's uglier than a bantha wearing lipstick. It's not an insult if it's true.
My mother died putting me on a refugee ship to Nar Shaddaa. I grew up an orphan.
Oh, boo-hoo didn't. Join the club.
You see why I have to kill her?
I recognize that insignia on your armor. Republic Special Forces, Havoc Squad.
Haven't run with that outfit for a long time. I'd paint over the symbol, but it still comes in handy, even out here. And I know who you are, too. Everyone said you were dead, but I knew better. What do you say we show each other professional courtesy? I can get you all kinds of things, but I need to throw this thieving scum out an airlock first.
Theory. It will be a challenge to throw anything without your arms.
I don't like your attitude.
Where have you been all my life?
Shooting things. Koth and the others are waiting at the door.
You could have just knocked. My men spent hours on that barricade.
I like to make an entrance.
Identification. That snort issued from the brilliant engineer we were sent to rescue, Master.
What's she to you?
None of your business. Let her go, and there won't be trouble.
You eliminated my old rival, Argo. That inclines me toward gratitude. But this girl tried to rob me. That's bad for business.
Charging 50,000 credits for 100 thermal detonators? That's robbery.
You also insulted my mother.
I said she's uglier than a bantha wearing lipstick. It's not an insult if it's true.
My mother died putting me on a refugee ship to Nar Shaddaa. I grew up an orphan.
Oh, boo-hoo didn't. Join the club.
You see why I have to kill her?
I recognize that insignia on your armor. Republic Special Forces, Havoc Squad.
Haven't run with that outfit for a long time. I'd paint over the symbol, but it still comes in handy, even out here. And I know who you are, too. Everyone said you were dead, but I knew better. What do you say we show each other professional courtesy? I can get you all kinds of things, but I need to throw this thieving scum out an airlock first.
Theory. It will be a challenge to throw anything without your arms.
I'll get you the money for your detonators, but Tora is leaving with me, alive.
A man like me can't afford to look weak.
What do you care? You're the Free Zone's new boss.
Fine. Take the yapping monkey lizard, but she's lost her shopping privileges.
Keep your filthy hands off me!
All right, boys. Let's go show the zone who's in charge.
What a waste of time.
It could have been a lot worse. I'm just glad you're all right.
I had him right where I wanted him.
Koth and the rest of your crew are waiting at the docks.
Yeah.
Redirection. We should proceed to the rendezvous with Senya, Master.
Right on time. My friends have been looking forward to this.
I don't see anyone. Are they invisible or very small?
They're inside.
Koth was right. We can't trust you.
Your droid is not a part of what must happen here.
I spent 5 years stuck in one trap. I won't fall into another.
You are free to leave whenever you like. But if you want the help of my allies, you'll stay.
We've come this far. Let us see where it leads.
No more games. Truth, now.
Before Arkan's betrayal, Sakul was protected by 2 orders, the Knights, and Scions who see visions of the past and future. Scions no longer serve Arkan. Whether they serve you will be determined now.
Fate is a tale whispered to us by the Force, but the voices are silent about you. We must know why.
I've always wanted to know my future. How do we get these voices talking?
If we are to aid your rebellion, we must understand what role you play in Arkan's defeat. We will test you physically and spiritually to pierce the veil and see the truth.
You aren't the first person who's wanted to test me.
This will be different.
I tie my fate to yours. I join you in these trials, come what may.
The heart of Skyva is heavy with loss. In her pain, we lash out.
I do miss the old ways of Sakul. Such mythology and pageantry.
Please, defend yourselves.
If there's another test, let's continue.
Hunger. Overconfidence. You were more tolerant in the free zone, despite the fools you suffered.
You were watching me.
We're always watching. Arkan took away years of your life, but he stole far more from the rest of us. Do you feel anything for those who suffered while you slept?
Why else would I be here? I want to end suffering.
And you, Senya, what do you feel?
Shame.
Because you failed to protect our immortal Emperor?
I was in no position to do that.
What of the Scions who were slaughtered by your fellow Knights because Arkan demanded it? Do you feel responsible for them?
When I joined the Knights, they were shields protecting our home world. Now they are weapons wielded by an insane child.
The Knights killed the Scions on Arkan's orders. Why?
Because he thinks himself beyond the reach of destiny.
The Knights should have rebelled against Arkan. Instead, we have lost our honor.
The eyes of Esne claim what can never belong to her.
They speak of envy, my son's weakness. Do not let it be yours.
We receive no pleasure from this trial, but we act as fate demands. Be strong, Outlander.
It's a miracle this thing hasn't exploded 1,000 times over after what you put it through.
It's not a miracle if it's meant to be. I'm living proof that all you need is faith.
Uh-huh. Now, I'd say you're living proof that Miss Spooky Eyes is a lot more patient than she looks.
Isn't there anything you still need to fix around here?
Nope. I'm just too good at my job.
I found HK wandering asylum with no memory of anything since he left.
Whew. I mean, that's probably bad. Where's the Outlander?
Exactly.
Senya wanted your friend in HK to meet her contacts. She gave them coordinates to the location.
Apology. I have no such data stored in memory.
Senya, I knew it.
I believe her contacts are the real danger. HK, what's the first thing you remember after you woke up?
You seek to remove Archon from the Eternal Throne. As well you should. His destiny is to fall. We have foreseen that much, but his final fate remains unclear. When he is at your mercy, what will you do?
Death is not always the answer. Even for a man like Archon, there are other ways to atone.
Archon will not escape justice for the lives he's taken.
1,000 scions lie dead because of him. Blood calls out for blood. Do you agree? Answer us!
They question her commitment to them because they cannot foresee it. Ask yourself why.
If you are not with us, you stand against the tides of destiny. Archon and Valen must die.
Justice can take many different forms. We'll do what's right when the time comes.
If you will not reveal your true self, you leave me no choice. I will know your fate, even if I must tear you open to see it.
Argument with you is pointless and destructive. I can end this without any more bloodshed if you accept the gift of my power.
I'll handle him myself.
Then stop wasting time. Reveal his fate.
Do not judge him harshly. This trial was necessary for all of us. We need the Scions.
We need friends, not necessarily scions.
The blood of Tithe flows through you, Outlander. Please do not force us to spill it.
Stand down now.
You heard the lady.
Every moment since you entered, even this one, was predestined. Everyone here played the role fate assigned them. I ask you a final question. What future do you see for this galaxy when Archon and his eternal fleet are gone?
One person shouldn't decide the fate of the galaxy. When the time comes, we can work together.
He will not live to do that.
You have nothing further to reveal. I now know what blinded us to the future. Our immortal Emperor lives inside your mind.
It couldn't stay secret forever.
You knew about this and didn't tell me?
We thought you'd panic if I said, "Hey, Emperor, Valkorian's living inside my head."
Analysis. Scan reveals no evidence you possess a secondary personality matrix, Master. It is possible your brain is simply malfunctioning.
Our duel gave me a glimpse of what's to come. You will destroy the Eternal Throne, but many will suffer before that victory.
Let me guess. Your vision didn't specify who suffers or how long defeating Archon will take.
Doesn't matter. We win. If Emperor Valkorion lives because of this Outlander, there's hope for Zakul.
Your beloved immortal Emperor is a threat to all life everywhere. We must find a way to separate you from him.
No one wants Valkorion out of my head more than I do, but removing him won't be easy.
We have a lot to discuss.
Not here. I passed your test. Join us or don't. Either way, we're done.
There is one truth left to reveal. I withheld the true reason I followed you through the trials, to understand the Outlander, who will destroy Archon and Valen, my son and daughter.
She told you. How delightful.
You're certain she helped them?
I killed 3 knights to make sure they weren't lying. And another 3 because I hate odd numbers. The Outlander escaped in the gravestone with our mother's help. She's against us.
Senya was always strong-willed. That's why Father loved her.
Do you think she knows he's alive? Has she betrayed us for him?
It doesn't matter. She'll return to us, or face the consequences.
We don't need them. Our parents gave us the power to forge the future. They should have known we'd use it.
I take it you have concerns.
I can think of a few.
You're only escalating matters.
You expect us to believe you're going to fight your own children?
I can't deny my responsibility for what Valen and Archon have become. I have to end their bloodshed.
What did you see in Valkorion that you had children with him?
You say he was a homicidal tyrant, but that isn't the man I knew. He was benevolent, wise, even kind. At least at first. We never agreed on how the children should be raised, and over time he became more and more distant. More cold. I was afraid for what the children would become. But when I decided to leave, they chose him. I couldn't force them.
You've been lying to us all this time. Now you give us this woe is me story, and we're supposed to take your word for it?
You don't have to take my word. You can ask the Immortal Emperor himself.
I'm not him. I'm me.
When Valkorion was in charge, he wasn't fixated on waging war. If we can get him back on the throne...
Valkorion is a world devourer.
He brought direction and stability to Zakul.
Trust me, Koth, you don't know him like I do.
No. You don't know him like I do.
Neither of you know him like I do.
Try sharing a little less.
That isn't what I meant.
Interruption. The Republic astromech has established contact.
T7, what does he have for us?
Report. A criminal meatbag on Zakul has been in search of the gravestone. This Lady of Sorrows alleges she can establish a dialogue with its computers.
Lady of Sorrows? Good luck with her.
I take it she's trouble.
She's an information broker. Acts as her own enforcer. Never apprehended. So yes, trouble. She operates in Zakul's old world district. I know it better than anyone. I'll escort you.
I have a feeling we'll find things to talk about on the way.
1 or 2.
It's worth a try, this Lady of Sorrows. But I'd like a word before you leave.
Who thought the Lady of Sorrows would be the key to figuring you out? Destiny calls.
Now that the truth is out about Valkorion, there's a shortage of trust. I need you to find it within yourself to try. Not an easy task. KotFE believes in Valkorion. Senya withheld vital information. Neither one trusts the other. That's why you must act as an example.
You really think they're trustworthy?
I'm too much of a realist for absolute trust, especially after Ziost, but I know their intentions are sound. May the Force serve you well out there.
I love the hand of tithe could not deny.
We're headed back into the heart of Arkan's empire. And you're singing.
What better time? Anyway, where we're going, no one will be looking for criminals. Most of the people there are criminals, which of course presents its own dangers. I do enjoy visiting the old world. It's a piece of Zakuul history. Valkorion's first attempt at creating a grand society.
A failed attempt.
Only in scale. To him, it wasn't nearly grand enough.
I want to know more about your relationship with Valkorion.
The story really isn't as outlandish as whatever you're imagining. We met after I earned a place in his elite guard. I never hesitated to speak my mind, which caught his attention, I suppose. He was fascinating, bold, always completely certain of his next step.
The way you describe him, I can't blame you for taking an interest.
You also have to understand his place in our culture, our psychology, our entire conception of ourselves. He guided Zakuul's prosperity for generations, centuries. What we had wasn't a child's notion of romance, but we were happy. Then Arkan and his brother Thexan were born. I loved them so much. But no matter what I did, they wanted nothing to do with me. And Valkorion wanted nothing to do with them. His mind was somewhere else. He barely spoke, barely acknowledged any of us for weeks at a time. And then, Vaylin. Vaylin was troubled from the start.
Was she really dangerous, even as a child?
She made furniture move while she was still in the womb. Tore droids apart as a toddler. Once a guard dropped a ball she tossed. Vaylin crippled him. I confronted Valkorion. His daughter needed help. His sons needed him. His solution was to cage Vaylin's mind. Most of her power was locked away, along with most of who she was. He ignored the rest of us outright. I couldn't stand by and watch. I gathered the children. I tried to tell them we needed to go. They laughed and called me weak. Even as children, even with Vaylin's power restrained, the three of them together were still far more powerful than me. I couldn't force them to go. So, I left.
Did Valkorion try to stop you from leaving?
No. I'm not sure he even noticed. I transferred to the Knights Enforcement Division and took assignments at the outer fringes of our empire. Valkorion never spoke another word to me. Since then, I've only seen my children in broadcasts of public events, like Thexan's funeral, killed in the core worlds. I doubt they even remember me. Hello, little one.
T7, what do you have for us?
The Lady of Sorrows is wanted for murder and theft of state secrets, among other charges. The Knights have hunted her for years. No one's come close.
Who has she murdered?
Oh, just anyone who's managed to get in her way. You may not believe this, but it's rare for someone to escape a Knight's justice.
And when that someone is the Knight's own child?
We'll find out, won't we? Could I... Is it possible for me to talk to him? To Valkorion?
I don't think it works that way exactly.
Lots of things live down here. Few of them friendly. We should be careful. This is the old world as most Zakulans know it. A place to mingle with the rabble and then go home to brag about it. One big party. I have a contact nearby. Need to go alone.
Does this mean you're back to ruthless enforcer, Senya?
Yes.
I had always intended to visit the old world. I thought I would have the time. Delightful.
You couldn't have mentioned Senya was a mother of your children?
I wanted to see what she would do. In the end, she chose to place her trust in you and your associates.
You claim you want to help, but you're still playing the same old head games.
I granted her the freedom to make her own decision, just as I have with you.
If that were true, you'd leave my mind now.
Priority call for High Justice Valen. She'll want to know who I just spotted.
If you can read me, I made some new friends. Could use a hand.
I'm on my way. Who were they?
Herald of Zodrog. Cultists longing for the return of a mythical serpent god. Used to be they were just a nuisance. Now they're militant.
Good show! Absolutely wonderful.
Did you provoke them?
No. They were sent after me by someone in this room. There you are. Sicking heralds on me, Reg? Not too bright.
It wasn't me. The heralds run the old world now. They made a deal.
With Arkan? What kind of deal?
Heralds keep crying down, and the knights keep out. You stick around and blame it on me. You gotta go.
Tell me where to find the Lady of Sorrows first.
Some kind of joke, right? I'll take my lumps from the heralds over the lady any day.
And where do I fit on that list?
What?
You know what I can do, Reg. Need another reminder?
Senya, stop. This isn't the way to get answers.
It's the only way they understand. Back off and let me do my job.
Wait a minute, wait. I was gonna say you don't want to mess with the lady. Then I was gonna say, but hey, that's your prerogative. You've always been square with me, I'll be square with you. Don't gotta hit me.
Where is she?
I don't know. But I do know who to talk to. There's a data seller at Market Station, Mona Gale. She works with the lady all the time.
Mona Gale. All right. Sorry. Let's go.
Guess who I found?
The Outlander?
Right under our noses in the old world.
Alone?
Oh no. That's the best bit. Mother is here too. Shouldn't we go say hello?
Why would they escape only to return? Let them do what they came here for. I'll see that they don't dawdle.
Come on, hit him! Hit him! You are kidding me.
$16,000, Mr. Wyndon.
6 in a row. Random matchups. You have to have an in, Mona. Tell me.
Enough data at your disposal and anything's possible. Want to see if 7's your lucky number?
Scamming citizens isn't legal, Mona Gale.
I'm not scamming anyone, and knights have no authority here.
Yes, you are, and I don't care. The Lady of Sorrows, where is she?
If I knew where to find my most lucrative, reclusive, and dangerous meal ticket, I wouldn't give that up for one night and whatever you're supposed to be.
You needn't concern yourself with who I am.
Oh, needn't I?
People of Zakul, this is your Emperor. Hear me.
This should be good.
The criminal who plunged our great spire into darkness and chaos has finally been identified. The craven outlander who assassinated your immortal emperor, my dear father, has escaped custody and remains at large, aided by a rogue knight of Zakul. These deadly agitators were last sighted in the old world. If you encounter them, contact an authority figure immediately.
So, where were we?
You were about to tell them where to find the Lady of Sorrows.
Except I can't. I really can't. I don't even know how to reach her. She only ever contacts me. But she does occasionally meet with the Heralds in Breaktown. They have some kind of truce. That's the best I can do. Just don't agitate us.
How about you stop taking advantage of others?
Sure. Whatever you say.
Breaktown's the underbelly of the underbelly. No mingling there. Only corruption and torment. You know, we might owe Arkan a thank you for unintentionally helping us. That announcement really brought you some clout.
If this is unintentional help, I'd hate to see what it looks like when it's on purpose.
This is it. Breaktown. Where people who fall on hard times keep falling. Even when the Knights policed the old world, we never lingered around here for very long.
I can see why.
I know where the Heralds are headquartered, but they won't give up any information willingly.
Is there anything they want that we can give them?
Short of bringing about Zildrog's return and the mass cataclysm they hope will follow, there are no deals to make with people like this.
Are they determined to meet you? No, I told them Breaktown, but that's all. Like I want to get on your bad side.
You, Gale. You've seen the fugitives.
Come on, you know how this works. You give credits, I give information.
We know they were sent here. Tell us everything, or end up like your associate.
What associate?
I believe his name was Reg something.
You know who I work for.
And you know who we work for.
A lot of firepower standing between us and their leader. They call him the Exalted. Arkan put him in charge here, but he's little more than a servant, and not a sane one.
About time you got here.
Koth?
T7 told me you were headed into Breaktown. Figured the rest for myself. Didn't think there was a scenic route to get here.
What in Skyva's name are you doing here? Couldn't trust us to get the job done?
I didn't stay ahead of you all those years by trusting the wrong people. No offense, Outlander. You at least, I want to trust. So let me clue you in. The Exalted hates Knights. He won't say one word to Senya.
I'll make him talk.
Look, I'm regular people. I speak their language. You want to make a deal with the Heralds? I'm your man.
They're delusional thugs. There's no deal to be made.
Koth, come on, let's see what you can do. Senya, hang tight. We may still need you in there.
Yeah, keep an eye out.
Thank you, Outlander. You saved me the trouble of hunting you down.
I need information I'm told only you can provide.
Do I strike you as someone who cares what you want? You cannot be allowed to remain in the old world. Your presence threatens the order we have fought to maintain.
And you've done a good job from all I've seen. Koth Vortena, former naval officer, former local. Spent a lot of my youth in the old world. Hand-to-mouth was a real mess back then. You got a great deal with Arkan, but he could pull the plug on it at any second for any reason. What if he couldn't?
How do you mean?
When the Outlander and I pull Arkan from the throne, you won't have to answer to him anymore. All we need is to meet with the Lady of Sorrow so we can convince her to come with us. I bet you can make that meeting happen.
You want to supplant Valkorian's brat and take my greatest adversary out of the old world? Sounds fantastic. But how do the two of you intend to dethrone Arkan?
We have more power than you realize.
Power? Arkan gave us power. only to implement so many restrictions that we are in many ways powerless. And he has sapped the very spirit from Zakul. Most don't even realize. But his undoing, it cannot be at your hands.
Why not?
Valkorians fall, Arkans rise. It all conforms to prophecy. You do not. Only when the prophecy is realized will our great serpent return to cleanse Zakul in fiery death. You cannot be allowed to succeed.
Thought we were getting along.
On my mark!
Exalted.
I'm busy!
The Lady of Sorrows demands your attention now.
I've seen one like that before, back in your part of the galaxy.
Your grip on the old world has become a stranglehold. You continue to act counter to the Lady's interests, most recently with the murder of our contractor, Mona Gale.
This can wait. I have company.
The Lady has decided to renegotiate the terms of your agreement.
We made a deal!
And now, you will agree to a new deal.
Father! Brennan! Release him at once!
Come to the Razor. You and the Lady can discuss your son's future. And you, the Lady would like to speak with you as well.
You're a long way from home.
Zakul is the center of the galaxy now. That makes it home. The Lady of Sorrows is fully aware of who you are. Outlander. And now she also knows what you're after.
She would like me to assure you it's not a trap, and that I'm unharmed.
So that's that. Under no circumstances are you to kill the Outlander. Understood?
Understood. Kill the Outlander.
I knew I would find you.
I thought the old world was off limits to you. Have you gone rogue?
Valen killed Tannic for failing to stop your escape. I have been waiting for this moment ever since.
I can start shooting now, right?
KotFE. Treason. Sedition. Gross incompetence.
You made the last one up.
I'm glad we risked coming to the old world. Now we get credit for neutralizing 2 criminals. I don't need to be a scion to see your epitaph. Here lies the Outlander, who brought disorder and ruin to Zakul.
You're wrong about me. You might even live long enough to see it.
He's driven, that guy. I doubt they'll stop gunning for you.
We'll leave it for them to decide. The Heralds had a head start. Be ready for anything. We could be stepping out into a minor war.
I know a thing or two about war.
I know. You didn't get the deal you wanted, but you did get the deal you deserved. Think of it this way, Exalted. You'll finally be with your great serpent.
Scorpio? You're the Lady of Sorrows?
Commander, I had suspected you were this particular Outlander, but wasn't able to confirm it until today. I'm curious. What would you do with the Exalted's son?
If he was in charge of the Heralds, he'd fear and respect you. Unlike his father.
My exact calculation. Excellent. There's nothing to stop you from becoming the new Exalted now. I expect you to honor your end of our agreement.
Of course. I can finally lead the Heralds to the glorious future we deserve. You will have your just rewards.
Then leave.
Never had anyone sneak up on me like that. I'm lucky she didn't want me dead.
That you are. If Scorpio did want you dead, she wouldn't have thought twice.
Some company you used to keep. Since we need her help and she had me at a sizable disadvantage, I told her about the gravestone. Sounds like she wants to join us.
Do we trust her?
She has her own agenda. It's imperative we keep that in mind.
I trust your long sleep was restful.
Very. I don't suppose you've heard from Cleo, Vector, anyone?
Once you were gone, I no longer needed to remain among your crew. It should come as no surprise. I've improved a great deal. This self-iteration is number 1084. My evolutionary potential grows with each passing day.
Is that why you remained in wild space? Better potentiality?
The technology here is beyond anything in Mega Security Ward 23, or any world I visited with you. Continue operations in my stead. Annihilate the Heralds if you must. I will remain in touch.
Very well.
So you're coming with us?
Naturally. I wish to speak to the gravestone. I look forward to communicating with an intellect that rivals my own for a change.
What about Arkin?
He has something of mine. The severity of his error must be recognized.
What did he take? Just asking.
Eternal Fleet Units 522, 865, and 983 will prepare for deployment. Combat protocols fully engaged. The Outlander will not escape us this time.
All Gemini command units confirm. Preparations are already underway.
Whoa! You almost fried the power core, Fat Fingers!
That's Captain Fat Fingers.
You do this vessel a disservice with your primitive hands. Give me full access. I will enhance the gravestone's current parameters.
I'm not opposed to the idea.
I am!
Focus on the hyperdrive first.
Acceptable. For now.
Statement. Ready to vaporize?
Your lack of intelligence is insulting.
Let's give them space. That bridge can only hold so many personalities.
I'm used to it.
I imagine so, given your previous companions. You worked with Scorpio before. Thoughts?
I accepted her aid, but never welcomed it. She's playing her own long game.
I've never met a droid of such ambition. There is some good news. I've received word from my agents on Coruscant and Dromund Kaas. Certain elements of each government are willing to discuss an alliance, to unite their forces against the Eternal Throne.
We can only defeat Arkan by working together.
We've a long road ahead, but at least they're talking.
Your presence is requested. Come along.
Charmer, that one.
Senya knows how to pick them.
Be careful. We need the Scions, but Zealots are unpredictable by nature.
After last time, I doubt he's looking for a rematch.
All the same. 1 hour. If I don't hear from you, I'll rip that sanctuary apart.
You wanted to meet. Haskell.
I don't leave Zakul for just anyone. Be honored.
You followed me.
I was invited. Haskell arranged all of this. The fool.
If you wanted a fight, we wouldn't be talking.
I have the imagination to see many solutions to a dilemma, unlike your friend. Scions have always worshipped at the false altar of fate. That is why I kill them. I am beyond prophecy. I forged my own destiny by making the hard choices. Now it's your turn.
You want to make a deal?
I'm not without mercy. Surrender. You will be returned to Carbonite until I find a way to rid you of my father.
And the others? Lana and Koth?
Free to leave. Without the gravestone, of course. It belongs to the Eternal Throne. You understand?
Fear the snake who believes himself a dragon. My son will betray you.
I'm a busy man. Don't make me wait.
I want to avoid further bloodshed and regain my freedom. I'll tell my followers to stand down with your permission.
Certainly.
Lana, it's me.
That was fast.
Arkan's here. Defend the ship. Idiot.
Come.
Do us all a favor and get those cannons firing, would ya?
This vessel's targeting algorithms were inferior. I'm upgrading them.
That is not a priority right now!
Improvement is always a priority. Activating firing pattern.
I take it all back. That's some good shooting. Didn't that just go down near the Scion's hideout? Someone better check up on our Outlander.
Tell me you're alive.
Alive, yes. Intact, mostly.
The gravestone is under siege, but we're not leaving without you.
Hold tight. I'm coming.
The Outlander! Take him alive!
A new thread weaves through fate's tapestry. As I foresaw.
And Arkan told the truth. You did bring him here.
It was necessary. You will see. The Scions remain your allies. Each of them will return to you when it is their time to die.
None of this was necessary. Asylum's people are dying because of you.
Thousands weighed against trillions. They perish, so the galaxy survives. I have no regrets. I have seen the future. It is glorious.
You doomed Asylum for a fantasy. Your visions were the hallucinations of a madman.
Spare no one.
You always know just how to brighten my day.
We have problems.
Tell me the hyperdrive isn't one.
Scorpio fixed it, but Arkan's forces locked the docking clamps. We're grounded.
We can't abandon the gravestone. That fleet will tear us to shreds.
Koth and HK are en route to the control spar, but they need help.
Don't worry, the gravestone's in good hands. Go get our Captain Blondie. I meant Miss Beniko.
You weren't very nice to my brother. Now, we have to kill your friends.
Arkan was just a warm-up.
You've got a crush on me.
Go. This is a family matter. Phelan.
Hello, Mother.
Koth and HK need us. Let's go.
Arkan locked down the whole network. He controls turbo lifts, blast doors, docking clamps, you name it. We need the main override station. That's on top of the control spar. I sent HK to clear a path.
Accommodation. I have left you a trail of meat bags to follow, Master.
I'm securing all doors to the control spar. No more meat... reinforcements. We'll get in, but someone has to hold this choke point.
That's my job. Senya's busy with Valen at the gravestone. It's up to you and Koth.
Valen's at the ship? My crew.
I can reach the override station alone if I have to.
Everything depends on freeing the gravestone.
She's right. Let's go. Emperor Valkorion talks to you, right? He have any advice?
He's giving me the silent treatment.
He's probably got a lot on your mind. The Emperor's a great man. If anyone can help you take down Arkan, it's him.
If you knew what I do about him, you'd run. The man killed billions.
He was always good as a cool.
Reminder, the gravestone remains under siege.
You're free from your father's control. You don't even have to serve Arkan. You can stop this mad war.
We didn't follow you when you left, Father. Why would we listen to you now?
The main override control station's just ahead. Whatever happens, I want you to know, it's an honor to fight alongside you.
Follow me. I'll get you through this alive.
You stole my battle cry. Let's find that droid.
There's a whole battalion of Zakul Knights headed your way.
They're onto our plan.
Still can't find Arkan on the security grid. He's vanished.
Me and HK will handle those Knights. Whatever it takes, get the gravestone flying.
Be ready to run when I give the word. Don't get reckless.
Me? Never. The droid? No promises.
Commentary. I am programmed for self-restraint. Usually.
We'll get this done. You do the same.
Unorthodox, to say the least. Those Knights don't know how to defend against him and HK. At least a token guard or...
prepare the ship for launch.
Music to my ears!
Everybody pile in! Go!
We have unfinished business. You don't touch me.
No one is invincible. You will fall.
You will hang on my wall for eternity.
Request. Die, meatbag. Master!
Enough!
Self-sacrifice!
I can't wait to meet all your friends.
My son is too strong. You need my power. Only together can we strike him down.
You can't tempt me. When Arkan's done, you're next.
Feel that, father?
No! Didn't run all the way back here to watch you die.
Wish it had been me that did it. But I'm glad Arkan's gone. Thanks.
The gravestone's free! Get back or get left!
I don't want to hurt you.
I liked you better when you were dead.
Let's go.
Scorpio, get us in the sky!
Ships in that blockade.
I know.
The Omni cannon isn't ready. We can't shoot our way out.
I know.
Are opening fire.
I know! Hyperdrive's locked in. I was never worried.
She's holding together nicely, Captain.
The gravestone suffered minor hull damage. This would have been avoided had I been allowed full access to the mainframe.
Minor hull damage, or you commanding an unstoppable alien warship? Decisions.
Hey, you dying? Can I have your stuff?
Sure. You can have my blaster first.
So, not dying. Fine.
Help us!
Oh, not dead then. The Outlander escaped.
An unexpected setback, but I learned much today. Father's powers changed. It's weaker.
Mother, let me live. I'm going to kill her.
Easy, easy. Your body went through quite an ordeal. We weren't sure you'd ever wake up.
Never met anybody who took a lightsaber to the gut and lived to tell.
I shouldn't be alive. Not without special help.
If Valkorion is healing you, it's for his own purposes.
What happened while I was out?
The gravestone is safe, but I lost some crew back on Asylum. If Senya hadn't saved the day, it would have been a lot worse. Len can't stop thanking her. It's gotten embarrassing. I still don't trust Senya. She was there when it mattered.
I always will be.
We did suffer another loss. I assume you were present when HK...
Arkan destroyed his body completely. But if his personality matrix was copied to a memory core...
It wasn't. He always said he didn't want to live forever.
The HK unit was an inferior design. It was always destined to become scrap.
I will deactivate you.
Lana told us this all started when Heskel summoned you.
Heskel's dead. He's the one who brought Arkan to Asylum. Said it was destiny.
And the other Scions?
He claimed they're still on our side. They'll find us when the time's right.
With allies like them, we don't need enemies.
If we're done depressing each other, how about sharing the good news?
The Battle of Asylum showed the galaxy Zakul isn't invincible. My contacts in the core worlds have thrown their support behind us, behind you. You're about to become the leader of an alliance dedicated to bringing down the Eternal Throne once and for all. Everyone's waiting on a planet called Odessen. If you're up for it, we should say hello.
Let's not keep them waiting.
Here we go again. Odessen, huh? Could it be there's really a place where no one wants to kill us?
I handpicked it myself. We'll be safe.
Are we sure it's wise to leave Scorpio in control of the bridge?
Got the ship locked down. She can't go anywhere without my approval.
I hope you're right.
So why this world?
Remote, unsettled, and strong in the Force. But unlike Korriban or Tython, Odessen is altogether balanced.
How did you find it?
I've always had a strong affinity with the Force. It's what set me on this path to begin with. Led me to forge a certain alliance all those years ago.
With the Republic?
I meant with you. Well, here we are. This is your new alliance.
It's not my alliance. We're all in this together.
That may well be, but they need someone to rally behind. Someone to motivate them.
Kept myself from flushing Senya out of the airlock at least 5 times because of you. You've got a certain way. Show them what you're made of.
I'd like everyone's attention. The galaxy, as we knew it, is gone. The institutions we know have fallen. But we can't let that be a source of panic or defeat. We have an opportunity to build something together. An alliance each of us can be vested in. We don't all share the same ideologies, but every one of you is here because you believe we can transcend our differences. I believe it too. Either we succeed together, or we fail alone. Let's not fail.
Like what you done with the place?
Theron Shan.
Hadn't seen you in a while. Wasn't sure you'd remember me.
It's great to see you again, Theron.
Good. Wasn't sure based on what Lana said you went through. What you're going through. Been a long 5 years. Feels like everything's changed.
You got better looking.
I don't know about that, but hey, I'll take it. Since I left the SIS, Lana's brought me in to manage operations. But before we get into all the more or less official stuff, I've got something for you.
You found my people?
No luck so far, but...
Needs work! A lot of work!
When you have a moment, it's time for that official stuff. I'll be inside.
squadron run like that will fail without detailed schematics. We need hangar positions, defensive capabilities. It would also help if we understood how to disrupt the power core.
I cannot divine such information nor pray to the gods of science. All I can do is speculate. Unless, that is, we could extract such data in secret.
Don't look at me. I've snuck into some crazy places, but stations like these are another deal altogether.
Alright, we'll table it for now. We have company.
Need some help?
With Arkan's battle stations? We will, as soon as we understand them. We're building a healthy alliance, but it's not enough. The core worlds are still under the threat of Arkan's considerable reach. Now, I've assembled a team of specialists to help tackle the big questions and find potential recruits.
Dr. Javad Ilib Ogarab. I'm no biologist, but I admit I'm fascinated by the effects of long-term carbonite poisoning on your mental faculties.
Baywan Ego, former fleet admiral in the Republic Navy. Discharged, but still in this fight.
Hilo Viz. Sure you've heard of me. Broke the toughest blockade in galactic history. Republic's greatest outlaw hero, basically.
Your visage surfaced in my trials. I am the mystic Sonare. I will assist you.
Hello, all of you. And no, Doctor, you can't experiment on my brain.
A pity. Perhaps another time. If I may be so bold, I would ask a favor of you. I have my trained eye on a promising recruit. A Gand of all creatures. If you'd like to go over the details, you may find me in my splendid new laboratory.
So that's the team. Any questions?
What do I have to do to find out what you've been up to all these years?
We'll get a chance to talk soon.
Old friends and new allies.
I guess I can drink to that.
Do you even recall the last time we relaxed?
I can. It was 2.6 million years ago, and Senya was still a jerk.
And to think I was going to sing for you all tonight.
You were what? Ah, come on. I have got to hear this.
Too late now.
Theron, you can't let the weight of the galaxy rest on your shoulders all the time.
Isn't that why you talked me into coming here? To lighten your load?
I brought you here because you're good.
Hey, look who it is. Don't worry, didn't really start without you.
Yes, we've only just begun. I wasn't sure you'd attend.
Do you think I'm that dull?
Should I tell the truth?
Lie, 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 lie.
Ah, don't listen to them. So, you gonna have a drink with us or what?
I was hoping to have a talk with one of you first.
Yeah? Who'd you have in mind?
Come on, Theron. Let's catch up.
You got it.
Is there any food, or did you eat it all?
Hey, I mean, I probably did, but come on.
With the way everything changed, the SIS didn't feel right for me anymore, so I walked away. Kept up with my contacts, pretty much did what I was already doing, just not for the Republic. Not for anything. Against Zakul.
Were you able to make any headway?
I have found sympathetic Zakulans, but not many. A lot of folks moved out here from the core worlds. I'm having better luck recruiting them, but they're also under suspicion of being dissidents. And I guess Lon has filled you in on the rest. I want you to know that I'll do everything I can to keep things running smoothly around here.
So you'll take care of anyone who needs you?
Not just anyone. I'm sorry I couldn't be there to thaw you out. Look at all you've accomplished. Everyone who chose to rally behind you. I haven't been one of those destiny people in a long time, but this sure feels like it.
If you mean being here with you, I agree.
Lana, I have a confession to make. I tried the roast Gorak.
What? When did you even have time?
I tried it, and I didn't love it, but the sauce had this zing to it. I really wish I had some.
It looks like things are winding down.
Len and Tora got into a drinking contest. It ended poorly.
Hey, have you seen Senya? Has anyone seen Senya?
Koth, she's not hunting you anymore. You're going to have to trust her eventually.
You can't make someone forget their past just like that. Give him time.
Fair enough.
Crew needs to be back to work in an hour. That should be fun.
I need to schedule some meetings.
Reminds me of my advisor days.
Thanks. All of you. It means a lot that you're here.
Likewise, Outlander.
Tora, Len, let's go, you miserable lightweights.
Oh, shut up!
It's impressive, you know. People from all over the galaxy want to stand behind you.
That can't be what you're out here contemplating.
It is, in a way. I was thinking how so many Scions followed Heskel. He would have them die as he did because their deaths were foreseen. Their visions provide great insight, but they're not infallible.
Reminds me of the Heralds of Zildrog.
There's another leader who paid for his certainty. Say what you will about Valkorion, but he at least considered the viewpoints of others. He listened to me. Most of the time. He would never have done what Arkan...
What is it?
I told you before that Arkan had a brother, Thexan. They were inseparable until his death. Valen told me during our fight. Arkan murdered Thexan. His own brother. Maybe if I had raised him...
Your fight with Valen, what happened?
What she had to say, it struck me down to my core. Paralyzed me. She slipped away. Now, more than ever, I realize my children must be stopped, and that I have to make peace with the choices I've made. Whatever you've done to get here, I hope you can do the same.
She raises a good question. How do you look back on your path to this moment?
You're in my head. Why don't you take a look for yourself?
And what good would that do our alliance? You may not see an alliance, but our destinies are now intertwined. Take advantage of that fact, and there is much you will be capable of. I see you defeating Arkan, even if there are those on this world who disagree.
What does that mean? Who disagrees?
You will learn soon enough.
He's out there somewhere. Our own father, plotting against us.
He's not the only one. After I told Mother that you killed Thexan, she probably wants your head. But it's not a problem. You have the throne, the fleet, this whole empire. You are as safe from her as can be.
I wish Thexan could be here now. He'd see I was right to challenge Father. Imagine it. The three of us ruling this empire as it was meant to be ruled.
I'd like it if Thexan were here too. But that's no longer possible. Doesn't matter. Father has a new favorite. He wants the Outlander to take all of this from you.
I'll die before I let that happen to us.
Of course you will.
What is all this?
It's your first official speech as Alliance Commander.
When was that decided without my having any say whatsoever?
It was never decided. There was no vote, no meetings, no debates. It's simply the way it is. The way it's been since the day you arrived. Everyone knows it. It's just official now.
So I've been promoted from Commander to...
Yes, you have. Congratulations, Commander.
I thought you hated titles.
I hate having one, but I do love granting them. They're looking to you to guide them to greatness as only you can. Take them there.
All of us here, we know about loss, don't we? We've lost loved ones, friends. We've been beaten down time and again. Our lives have been taken from us. It almost feels like our destiny. But not one of you has given up. You've stuck it out through your losses. You've come together to build, to create, to fight. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Working together, the galaxy won't have to live under the threat of a tyrant. Together, we will remove Arkan from the throne. And we will prevail.
They have come so far.
Indeed, they have.
They still have far to go. But at this rate, they could one day pose a challenge to the Eternal Empire.
Perhaps. A pity so many of them will have to die.